Hello students, in last lecture we discussed ribosomes and plastids. Now let's move on to another organelles. Today we are going to start from an organelle, or from, actually this is a structure, not exactly an organelle, which is called as cytoskeleton. Now as the name implies, here cyto means cell and skeleton, we all know what a skeleton is. To human body, what exactly a skeleton does? Skeleton gives the exact shape and mechanical support. આપણી જે બોડીનો જે સપોર્ટ છે, મેજર સપોર્ટ, that is because of our skeleton, જે આપણું હડપિંજર જે આપણે કહીએ તે. So here in cell, the cytoskeleton gives the basic support. It is an elaborate filamentous proteinaceous structure. It is a network of elaborate filamentous proteinaceous structures which includes microtubules, microfilaments and intermediate filaments. All these structures are made of proteins, filamentous proteins, and they are present in the cytoplasm. The basic function of the cytoskeletons are given here. First is mechanical support. As I have earlier stated, जे skeleton जे काम करे ते for body, the same work is of cytoskeleton for the cell. It gives the mechanical support to the cell. Sometimes it is involved in the motility of the cell and it maintains the shape of the cell. જે સેલનો શેપ છે તે બેઝિકલી શેપ જે બી હશે તે મેન્ટેન કરવા માટે સાઇટોસ્કેલેટન ઇઝ વેરી ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ સ્ટ્રક્ચર. જે આખા સાઇટોપ્લાઝમની અંદર ફિલામેન્ટસ પ્રોટીનેશિયસ સ્ટ્રક્ચર હશે. જે સાઇટોપ્લાઝમ છે બેઝિકલી તે સાઇટોપ્લાઝમ કેવું સ્ટ્રક્ચર હશે? ઇટ ઇઝ અ જેલ લાઇક સ્ટ્રક્ચર. તો એ જેલ લાઇક સ્ટ્રક્ચરની અંદર આ માઇક્રોટ્યુબ્યુલ્સ જે છે તે માઇક્રોફિલામેન્ટ્સ એન્ડ ઇન્ટરમીડિયેટ ફિલામેન્ટ્સ, દે આર સ્પ્રેડેડ ઓલ ઓવર ધ સાઇટોપ્લાઝમ, એન્ડ દેટ્સ વાય these are the functions of cytoskeleton. Okay, now we will move towards the next organelle. It is a set of organelles or the structures which are basically involved in the motility of the cell. What do you mean by motility? That is the movement of the cell from one place to another place, or any kind of movement of the cells is called as motility. So the next structures are cilia and flagella. So as I said earlier, cilia and flagella are involved in the motility of the cell. They are actually hair-like outgrowths from the surface of the cell. Basically, if we look at the differences between cilia and flagella, cilia are hair-like outgrowth. જો આપણે એને ડ્રો કરીએ તો if this is a cell, તો એ સેલની આજુબાજુ આવા they are tiny hair-like outgrowths which surrounds the whole surface of the cell. આખા સેલની આજુબાજુમાં આયરા cilia are. These are how the cilia are. As I have drawn, they are smaller in structure and they are involved in the movement of the cell or surrounding fluid. क्या तो ये सेल ની મૂવમેન્ટ કરશે or એની સરાઉન્ડિંગ જે ફ્લુઇડ હશે તેની મૂવમેન્ટ કરશે. ઇટ્સ ફંક્શન્સ લાઈક ઓર. હવે નાની બોટ ચલાવવા માટે જે ઓર આવે, બરાબર, તો તે ઓર જેવી એની મૂવમેન્ટ્સ હશે, સિંક્રનાઇઝ મૂવમેન્ટ્સ હશે. એટલે જેટલા પણ સિલિયા છે તે બધા સિલિયા એક સાથે આ રીતે મૂવમેન્ટ કરે તો જે પણ મટીરિયલ એની આજુબાજુમાં હશે ફ્લુઇડ, તો તેને એ મૂવ કરવા માટે એ રીતે વર્ક કરશે. That's how the cilia works. In terms of flagella, it is different from the cilia as it is a whip-like outgrowth. એક whip જે હશે, ચાબુક જે કહીએ આપણે તેને, એના જેવું આઉટગ્રોથ હશે અને it looks like this. આવું એક whip-like આખું આઉટગ્રોથ હશે which is longer in structure. Obviously, it is comparatively much longer to the cilia and it is directly involved in the cell movement. જે સેલની મોટિલિટી હશે, those eukaryotic cell who have the motility has the flagella attached to them. The best example of this is sperm cell. That is, the male gametic cells of the humans have such flagella-like structure, and that's why they can be mobile. They can move from one place to another place using this flagella as a whip-like structure. In prokaryotes also they have such structure. They have the flagella, but this is different basically from the eukaryotic flagella. Okay. Now let's move towards the ultrastructure of cilia and flagella. That if we have a section of cilia or flagella, and if we observe them, what it could look like, that is included in the ultrastructure of cilia and flagella. So the electron microscopic structure revealed that this particular cilia and flagella is covered by the plasma membrane. એ લોકોનું ઇલેક્ટ્રોન માઇક્રોસ્કોપિક સ્ટ્રક્ચર જ્યારે ઓબ્ઝર્વ થયું ત્યારે એમાં જોવા મળ્યું કે ઇટ ઇઝ કવર્ડ બાય પ્લાઝમા મેમ્બ્રેન. The core structure, this is the core structure of the cilia and flagella, which is called as axoneme. The core structure of cilia and flagella is called as the axoneme, which have an array of microtubules. They have so many different microtubules, and the arrangement of these microtubules is 9+2. Why it is called as 9+2 arrangement? Because it has two central microtubules along with 9 different microtubules. એની પેરીફેરીમાં જે છે we can see 9 different microtubules which are called as peripheral microtubules, and they are in a doublet form. એટલે કે બે ring like structure હશે. આ જો બે ring દેખાય છે તમને, બરાબર? This is the central microtubules, and the central microtubules is connected by a bridge. The central microtubule is always connected by a bridge, and it is surrounded by a central sheath. Here you can see this is the central sheath. The peripheral microtubules are connected to the central sheath by a structure called as radial spoke. જોવા એટલે જે peripheral microtubules છે, they are doublets, they are also connected with the central sheath through a structure called as radial spoke. Now if we move further to the structure, they have linkers as well as interdoublet bridge. The interdoublet bridge and linkers are responsible for the attachment between two doublets. આ જે બે doublets છે તેને અટેચ કરવા માટે, તે લોકોને લિંક કરવા માટે સ્ટ્રક્ચર્સ છે બે, કયા interdoublet bridge and linkers. So basically this is the structure of cilia and flagella, which includes 9+2 microtubules arrangement, in which two central microtubules are there which are connected by a bridge. Surrounding them there is a central sheath, and surrounding the central sheath there are 9 doublet rings or 9 doublet microtubule structure, which are called as peripheral microtubules, and they are attached to central sheath by structures called as radial spoke. So જેટલી rings હશે તેટલા જ radial spoke હશે, and 9+2 arrangements we have already talked about that. These cilia and flagella emerged from a structure, centriole like structure, which are called as basal body. એટલે આ જે basal body structure હશે તેમાંથી જ emerge થઈને this particular cilia and flagella will develop in respective cells depending on the function and the place in which is there. Okay. So the next organelles are centrosome and centrioles. Actually centrosomes are made up of the centrioles, which are cylindrical structures. The centrosomes are made of two cylindrical structures which are called as centrioles, which are arranged perpendicular to each other. They have surrounding them amorphous pericentriolar materials. Amorphous means કે જેનો કોઈ proper shape એવું નથી, એની આજુબાજુમાં એના surrounding such amorphous pericentriolar material is there, and as I said earlier they are perpendicular to each other. એટલે આ રીતે હશે 90 degree ના angle પર. We all know what is perpendicular. So they are arranged in this perpendicular structure, and they can be seen as cartwheel like structure. Cartwheel જે આવે બરાબર, ગાડું, બળદગાડું જે હોય તે બળદગાડાને આપણે સાઈડ પરથી જોઈએ તો કેવું સ્ટ્રક્ચર દેખાય, બરાબર? તો એના બળદગાડાનું જે વ્હીલ છે તેના જેવું સ્ટ્રક્ચર આનું દેખાશે. એટલે આપણે એને આ સરફેસ પરથી જોઈએ, સો એટ ધેટ ટાઈમ ઇટ વિલ લુક લાઇક અ કાર્ટવ્હીલ. ઓકે. These two particular perpendicular structures are called as centrioles, and they have પેરીફેરલ ફાઇબ્રિલ્સ ઓન ધેર સરફેસ. આજે આખું આમ સ્ટ્રક્ચર હશે બરાબર, તો તેનું જે આ સરફેસ હશે such like this, they have the peripheral fibrils which are made of the tubulin proteins. They are made of tubulin proteins and it surrounds both the centrioles. These ends, these two ends are called as distal ends and these ends are called as proximal ends. The proximal ends region is made of proteins. એ પણ બહુ બધા અલગ અલગ પ્રોટીન્સનો જ બનેલો હશે. આખો આ રિજન ઇઝ પ્રોટીનેશિયસ રિજન એન્ડ ઇટ ઇઝ કોલ્ડ એઝ ધ હબ. It is called as hub and they are connected with each other with filamentous proteins and they are also called as spoke like structure. જે રીતે પહેલામાં સ્પોક આવ્યું તે રીતે આમાં પણ it is a spoke like structure. બરાબર. So basically this is the centrosome and centrioles. They are involved in 2-3 functions. એક આપણે ઓલરેડી જોઈ ગયા બરાબર. શાને માટે? તો they form the basal body of cilia and flagella. Out of these particular centrioles, cilia and flagella are formed. જે એ લોકોની basal body જે છે cilia and flagella ની, these are formed from these two different centrioles. And at the time of cell division, spindle fibers which attaches to the chromosomes, બરાબર. So these spindle fibers are formed and arise from these particular structures which are called as the centrioles. So this is how centriole and centrosomes are present in the eukaryotic cell and these are the functions of cells, these particular organelles. So તમને આ લેક્ચરમાં કંઈ પણ ડાઉટ હોય, you can WhatsApp me or call me and clear your doubts and you have to make the notes and send it to me. Thank you.